Lucius Hart. So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Return to him.
All's well, it seems.
Oh, yes.
Please, move along.
Of course.
The Inquisition Herald!
Well, I know who I want, at least.
Errol of Andraste! How much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is that?
Ugh.
Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're... And you're an elf. Well, hope you're not too elfy. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Sure, why not? I glow. What's going on?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
Why didn't you take their weapons?
Because no breaches. Cheeky.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, two. Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people... they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. If you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
Back there you wanted to know if I glowed. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead, yeah? I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
You sound like a thief who acts out petty revenge fantasies. And that might be bad?
Oh, right. You want to prop that guy up so I can say my sorries? Bad things should happen to bad people. We find someone not so bad, maybe he'll end up not so dead. Good enough?
You say that like it's obvious, but you didn't know him.
I knew about him.
That's just rumor.
Look, I'd have been fine stripping his guards and... Or was him trying to kill you a good thing? Are you the baddie? Didn't think so.
So who are you?
Someone little always hates someone big. And unless you don't eat, sleep or piss, you're never far from someone little. Doesn't always work out, but a lot of people hated this guy. Someone got a laugh, someone got even, someone got paid. And someone has to have explained to them that free help is good.
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
Word for you. This might interest you, sir.
Lady Lavellen, on behalf of the Inquisition.
What a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Seeing the same faces at every event becomes so tiresome. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer, or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fate.
I've heard very little about Duc Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course,
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard.
I don't care what they say about me.
you should. The game has crushed far more powerful institutions than your Inquisition.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
The Inquisition is working to restore peace and order to Thedas.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace with an army. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
He insulted my honor. I want him dead.
And this, Marquis, is why one must always be courteous to one's fellow guests. Someone be a dear and clean this mess up. We can't have him cluttering up the dance floor. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Can you get away with killing a nobleman like that?
He attempted to draw his weapon, unprovoked, in the presence of witnesses. Duels are not fought in the drawing room. By Chevalier code, his life was forfeit from the moment his hand fell to his hilt.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
Are you devout? What's your opinion of the Chantry?
I was a Had she lived, Justinia... I support any effort to restore such order.
Are you devout?
Had she lived, Justinia could have accomplished...
You are aware that the Chantry hasn't sanctioned...
The Chantry is leaderless. They're in no position to officially sanction anything. Once the Inquisition has sealed the breach, I'm sure the new Divine will not care in the slightest about official...
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orleans, and I'm a mage of no small talent.
You say you led the last of the loyal mages.
To the people of Thedas, we have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
Is your interest in the Inquisition Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivian.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
Pass my fat. You need some... You need something? Let me... Another time, then. You need something? Let me know.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool. And they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
What's going to happen now?
And I only pray the price is not too high.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? I see what must be done, but I cannot afford to be so careless again.
Can't say I'm not grateful to hear that.
I can be harsh, I know. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you all...
I'm Dalish. I believe in our own gods.
And there's no room among your gods for one more? I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us. It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you. I'm not sure. Where are you from?
I thought you knew that.
I suppose I could ask Lily, but I don't want to ask her. I want to hear it from you.
My clan never stayed in one place for long, though we primarily roamed the free marches.
Oh? I didn't think your people roamed that far north, but clearly I'm mistaken. I'm told some members of your clan might still be alive. Do you intend to go back?
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine. We were meant to be incorruptible. We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only to the Divine.
Sounds like the Seekers didn't do their job very well.
If you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist. Seekers can gain other gifts. The Seekers saw themselves as just... But if we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder...
What?
The moment the mages voted for independence, we trained rigorously for years. And the moment it finally ends... I'm told it is impossible, however.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
That wasn't my idea.
I'd be concerned if it was. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work, I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new Divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
You've given this a lot of thought.
I know what happens when order is lost, and action comes too late. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying. Yes?
Only the word dispels the darkness of us.
Is there anything I should know?
The Lord Seeker's actions are a mystery, but the Templars will...
Is there anything...
Redcliffe wasn't always a refuge for mages. Some of our...
Is there anything I should...
Not at present. The Order believes the Chantry no longer supports their efforts.
What do you think of the people?
Who do you mean? Cassandra may have declared the Inquisition public, but I enjoy working with her. Some Templars have joined us.
Blesser wants to...
If I had something with that kind of power, I'd be retired. Like Empress. Need something?
Can I ask you something?
You want to talk about me?
Are you from...
And despite whatever you've heard, no. Kirk...
I'm not clear...
Merchant. In my spare time, I manage a spy network. No problem. Need something?
Can I ask you something?
You want to talk about me?
How do you and Cassandra...
You heard... The Seeker had questions about that. And I had answers.
Thanks, Varric.
Need something?
Can
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered.
Where did you get that crossbow?
There's a hidden... I found her in a barrel labeled swag. The owner sold her to me for a ham sandwich and a...
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
And the reason...
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that. Nope.
Cedric will see.
Thanks for checking anyway.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champion. Blessed are the righteous. In their blood, the is death.
You speak Fandraste, no? What does the Maker's Prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust?
Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Don't ask me. I'm as baffled as you are.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. Come, to work. So it's true. Butler has stand on us. I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports. There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Glad to see traitors are dealt with quickly.
We must do whatever it takes to protect our interests. I am pleased that you agree.
It's good to know that protecting the Inquisition is a priority for you.
Of course. I do not neglect my responsibilities. We will make the Inquisition a force to fear. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified. The only you seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known, and yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right. Me?
What did you do before you worked for...
I trained to be a spy from a young... For a while, I went... She presented me with my own network of spies, and said...
You seem to know...
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies.
You have a...
I had the... The world seemed much duller after that.
You seem...
I met... I just... She was... We've been friends ever since.
What do you consider a real party?
It's not a real party until someone's small clothes are pinned to a chantry board. And that's all I'm saying about it.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
Walk safely.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard? My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
We had to do something, and now we have an opportunity.
Yes, and we have the opening we need to approach the Templars and the mages.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree. We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
After the Divine's death, they're probably scrambling for allies.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave...
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
Grey Wardens. I'm not familiar with them.
They're an ancient order that has existed to fight Darkspawn invasions since the First Blights thousands of years ago. They have faded since those glory days, but haven't disappeared entirely. Ordinarily, their order is neutral in political affairs, but they appear in strange places.
Do you have proof? It could just be a coincidence.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name. If you have the opportunity...
And if he can't?
Travel safely.
You need something? Let me know.
Ugh. One day they may write about me as a... But is... I cannot afford to be so careless again. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. It occurs to me me, I don't actually... I'm not sure. But I don't want to ask her. I'm told some members of your clan will not be the same once we were meant to be in... We disciplined the Templar. If you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist.
Do you think that kind of...
In my heart, I believe they can... Seekers can gain other gifts. The Seekers saw themselves as justified. If we'd been there when it happened, the moment the mages voted... Ugh. One day they may write about me as a traitor. But... I cannot have... You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that... It occurs to...
Would you...
I'm not sure. But I don't want to ask her. I'm told some members of your clan might still be alive. Do you intend to go back? That's how I feel now. After years of tending... We were meant to be incorrupt. We disciplined the Templars and were accountable.
Sounds like the Seekers didn't do their job very well.
No. Probably. That if you don't see a problem, it doesn't... We train rigorously for years. Ugh. One day they may write about me as a... But is this the Maker's will? I can only get... I cannot afford to be so careless again. You've said you don't believe you... Now... It occurs to... I'm not sure, but I don't want... I'm told some members of your clan might still be alive. That's how I feel now. After years, it has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I suppose history shall one day judge. Andraste had a dream for us. Instead, if we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, a chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos. Some might agree. As far down... Dealing with him further only lends him credibility. The problem now is that no... We shall see what happens. I am no longer in a position to...
Thank...
None made quite the entrance you did. As do... Now it seems we face something far worse. Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
You've given this...
Was there something you needed? The Lord Seeker's actions are a mystery. I grew up in Ferelden near Hong Kong. I was transferred. This is the first I've returned in almost 10 years. The Circle had troubles of its own. Few who survived the Blight. Other than that, it was fine. There was fighting in the streets. Bombing. I stood with the champion against her, in the end. Apparently, I spend too much time now between the divine.
I'll let you.
Should you require.
Maker of the darkness comes. Good day to you. I should embrace the light. Do you think you can have it done by midweek? Is that when Thread needs it?
Quartermaster Threaten understands that your work can't be rushed, Master.
Can tear us up. Fine. Midweek.
Speak only the word. Sing only the charm.
Need something?
Then the golden city.
You want to talk about me? And despite whatever you've heard, in my spare time, I manage. Most of my stories end in tragedy. The Seeker had question. Need something? You want to talk about me? I found her in a barrel labeled swag. I can't tell you. It's the one story.
Apothecary Adon,
Have you seen it? Yeah. You speak Fandraste, no? If the Maker willed this, what? Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die. But now she's dead. It was... So it's true. Butler has stand on us. I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports. There were so many. You know what must be done. Make it clean. I am pleased that you agree. You take a harsh view. But I suppose that is the way in these troubled times. We will make the Inquisition a force to fear. Now... Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only... You have to be that someone. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Why do you want me to seek out?
And yet I'm free, and they're not. It's not right. That they did? What of it? It made her human. I think her... No, wait. She hates it when I say...
Was there something...
You asked... Love... So, to answer your question...
We'll talk more.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital. You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? Or...
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than...
So, ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea. Ordinarily, their order is neutral in political affairs, but they appear in strange places.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
What's the message?
We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information. If you'd like to see what the Bull's charges can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick us. We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't... Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work. We're the best you'll find.
My creator, judge me whole. Find me well within
I will
your
take
grace.
these injury reports
Touch
to
me with
research in
fire
Malay.
that I be cleansed.
We are garnering interest from the capital.
You're not pleased?
I am not convinced we are prepared for the full scrutiny of Val Royeaux. At your service.
The Templars must help us close the breach. The Order was founded to fight magic.
We must first convince the Lord Seeker to bring the Templars out of exile.
We've received word from a knight recruit. They gather at Theronfall Redoubt.
It has been vacant for decades. Why go there?
We must approach the Lord Seeker again to get anywhere. We can ask him then.
We present a plan to seal the breach. The Templars may ally with us.
First, we must prove ourselves a more attractive prospect.
If it's status the Lord Seeker seeks, the Inquisition will approach him after allying with the noblest houses in Orlais.
They'll come with us to Theronfall and demand the Templars' help close the breach.
You believe that will work?
Even the Lord Seeker would find it difficult to ignore so many nobles on his doorstep.
Yes, especially when led by the Herald of Andraste.
Is it my good looks you need, or my winning smile?
Rumors you were saved from the fate by Andraste have grown legion among the Templars.
We've done our part to encourage them.
A herald with a few companions may be dismissed, easily set aside. That same herald returning with noble support will be reconsidered, as will the power of the Inquisition.
If I have a growing reputation, we may as well use it.
If it moves the Templars to question the Lord Seeker's orders, he may rethink his stance.
With respect, after his appearance in Val Royeaux, hang what the Lord Seeker thinks.
We do not need the Lord Seeker. We need his Templars, with or without his approval. The breach will not wait for our differences to settle.
Good news. Several noble or legion houses will petition the Templars to help us stop the breach. Lord Abernathy...
The Herald of Andraste. Lord Esmerel Abernash, honored to participate. It is not unlike the second dispersal of the reclaimed Dales. Ah, Lady Vivienne, we met at last summer's ball. The Duke introduced us.
Indeed. I could not possibly forget the occasion.
The Lord Seeker is willing to hear our petition about closing the breach. A credit to our alliance with the Inquisition. Care to mark the moment? 10 Orlesian houses walk with you.
The Inquisition values this alliance, Lord Abernash. The Templars must see reason. We can't let the breach endanger us any longer.
Oh yes, ghastly-looking thing. The Lord Seeker can't think we're ignoring it. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'd divulge what finally got their attention. Rumor will, if you won't.
What do you mean?
The Lord Seeker won't meet us until he greets the Inquisition in person. Quite a surprise after the spat in Val Royaux.
The Inquisition got the attention of many nobles. The Lord Seeker probably wants to know how.
That may be so. I tried getting an audience by offering the man a duchy. A meeting is a meeting. Get his ear. See if you can't bend it to do something advantageous. Here we are. Verinfol Redoubt.
The Lord Seeker abandoned the White Spire to come here.
It appears they've sent someone to greet you. Present well. Everyone is a little tense for my liking.
Look at these Ponzi gits. How many vaults are sitting unguarded right now?
The Lord Seeker changed his mind about us rather quickly. Is he known for that?
Knobs play nice when there's money in it. Not sure what a helm like him would want.
Have you looked at the sky, Sir Knight?
Of course, but...
Is your order not sworn to destroy heretical magic?
Yes, but...
Then if the Templars will still destroy...
Excuse me, Lady...
Countess de Vere.
Countess. Is it true that the Herald...
I am. You mean Elven?
It...
I present Knight Templar, Sir Delrin Barris, second son of Ban Jevrin Barris of Ferelden. Sir Barris, may I...
I'm the one who sent word to Cullen. I didn't... The sky burns with magic, but he ignores all calls to action until your friends arrive.
Should a Seeker lead the Templars this way?
In an emergency, if there's no other recourse. But his goal should be to restore them to order.
He has taken command. Permanently.
If he feels there is a holy man...
That is... The Lord Seeker's actions make no sense. He promised to restore the Order's honor. Templars should know...
About time one...
Win over the Lord Seeker, and every able-bodied knight will help the Inquisition seal the breach.
If you think we're right, abandon the Lord Seeker. And help us.
We can't abandon our orders. Not while the officers who survived the Conclave follow him. We've been asked to accept much, after that shameful display and... The Lord Seeker has a request before you meet him. These are the standards. An honored right, centered on the people, the Maker, and the Order. The Lord Seeker asks that you perform the rite, so he may see the order in which you honor them.
What if I fail?
Well, there's no correct answer. The ritual simply shows Watchers who you are and what you value.
We'd be honored, if that's what the Lord Seeker asks of the Inquisition.
Not the Inquisition. The Lord Seeker changed everything to meet you. Not the Inquisition. You. By name.
Why?
I don't know. He's been fixated on you ever since your horde of nobles arrived.
The Lord Seeker makes us shuffle flags around. Refuse! Let's meet the man already.
We'll complete the ritual as the Lord Seeker requests.
When you've completed the rite, I'll take you to him. Once you finish the standards, the Lord Seeker will see you.
Hang your own draperies, knight. We've business to conduct. What does the Lord Seeker want to see, Templar?
The Herald's choice, Abrash, not yours.
He's welcomed.
The people, mages and common folk alike. It's for their safety the Order was formed.
Should be out hunting the mages who tore open the sky, watching this.
I don't understand the Order. I pray this has a higher purpose.
Traditionally, a participant in the rite now explains their choices to those assembled.
This was a question of what I believe. I let faith guide my answers.
On a whim? If it wasn't to impress the Lord...
I suppose... The Lord Seeker awaits you both. Follow me.
Let us begin.
To work? Templars must...
We must approach the Lord Seeker again to get anywhere. We can ask him then.
Yes, especially when led by the Herald of Andraste. That same Herald returning with new...
Good news. Several noble or legion houses will petition the Templars to help us stop...
Care to mark the moment? The Lord Seeker won't meet us until he greets the Inquisition in person.
The lords are used.
are plenty. She presented me with my own network of spies. I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. The world seems... We've been friends ever since. And that's all I'm saying. You know where...
I don't understand. Even the Templars have left the Chantry now. What's going to happen?
All men are the work of our Maker's hands. From the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring...
I will take these injury reports to research in the nave.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate?
Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
The Templars...
We must approach the Lord's...
Yes, especially when led by the Herald of Andraste. That same Herald...
Good news. Several noble Orlesian houses will petition the Templars to help us stop the breach. Lord Abernash will approach you. Sign...
Care to mark the moment? 10 Orlesian houses.
No speeches. Just get me...
The Lord Seeker won't meet us until he greets the Inquisition in person. Quite a surprise after the spat in Val Royeaux.
The Lord Seeker changed his mind about us rather quickly. Is he known for that?
The Lord Seeker isn't reputed to be fickle. Something must have changed.
Have you looked at the sky, Sir Knight? Of course, but if your order not sworn to destroy a reticle magic. Yes, but...
Excuse me, Countess.
Win over the Lord Seeker, and every able-bodied knight will help... The Lord Seeker... Well, there's no correct answer.
The Lord Seeker makes us shuffle flags around.
We'll...
Once you finish the standards, the Lord Seeker will see you, Herald.
Hang your own draperies, knight. We've business to conduct. What does the Lord Seeker want to see, Templar?
The Herald's choice, Ash, not yours.
He's welcome to it.
I don't need to see if my heretics and blasphemers.
We should be out hunting the mages who tore open the sky.
I don't understand the order. I pray this has a higher purpose.
You placed the Chantry first, recognizing the value of faith.
trust they could have saved her.
The Inquisition says they want us as equals. Believe it.
The Inquisition wants a partnership. Like we're equal.
The Inquisition comes to us as allies. Does she bid us?
Traditionally, a participant in the rite now explains their choices to those assembled.
Those are my choices. The rest is my own affair.
It's rather not. I'll not be shut.
I suppose those are you.
My...
The Lord Seeker awaits you both. Follow me.
I pres...
The sky burns with win over the Lord Seeker, and every... The Lord Seeker... Well, there's no correct answer. The ritual simply shows what...
The Lord Seeker makes us shuffle for...
Once you finish the standards, the Lord Seeker will see you, Herald.
Hang your own draperies, knight. We've business to conduct. What does the Lord Seeker want to see, Templar?
The Herald's choice, Abernash.
He is welcome.
Really? I mean, they're good and all, but first,
Thedas would be lost without its Templars. I'm pleased you see that importance.
Order is important, but more so than the Chantry itself.
I don't understand the Order. I pray this has a higher purpose.
Traditionally, a participant in the rite now explains their choices to those assembled.
Don't read meaning into it. I chose at random.
That's brilliant.
On a whim? If it wasn't to imp...
The Lord Seeker awaits you both. Follow me.
Misty again. Ah, cold. It's necessary, you know. You don't run a battlefield by committee.
Without faith, you've no knights. You've... Knight Captain.
You were expecting the Lord Seeker. He sent me to die for you.
Knight Captain, Lord Esmerel Abernash, honored. It is not unlike the second dispersal of the reclaimed Dales. No doubt rank puts you above such things. A pity more people don't understand that.
This is the grand alliance the Inquisition offers.
Sir Barris, I'm right in assuming the Knight Captain has seen better days?
You be ready.
Yes, be ready to be left behind, Knight Captain Denham.
The Lord Seeker had a plan, but the Herald ruined it by arriving with purpose. It sowed too much dissent.
Knight Captain, I must know what's going on.
You are all supposed to be changed. Now we must purge the questioning knights.
For once. I agree with them.
The Elder One is coming. No one will leave Ferenfar who is not stained with red.
Maker's breath.
What have you done? I'm going to make us stronger. Time has run out.
What's the Lord Seeker done to you?
Make it!
How many of us?
Is the Knight Captain alive?
Barely. If you use a healing elixir, he may survive. If he even deserves it.
We'll heal him. Let's judge the Knight Captain after we find his master.
He hardly deserves our charity.
The Knight Captain's keys. I would question the Lord Seeker about this Elder One.
Stuck! It's barricaded from the other side.